Hey everybody, Spencer Sen here, estate planning coach. Okay, so I got propelled into this life, in this career, basically because I learned this the hard way, which is what most people go through. Okay, we don't know all of this stuff. We don't know how to protect ourselves, our assets, and be prepared as life unfolds. We go by the norm. Okay, so that's why I call this do the opposite. Estate planning, do the opposite. Okay, don't do what the norm does. Okay, so most people kick this can down the road. They don't want to talk about incapacity. They don't want to talk about death. Okay, it's uncomfortable. I'm here to say, so what? Okay, so what? Don't you want to be in control of all your decisions even if you get sick or become incapacitated? Do you want to make sure you lock everybody else out and make sure you're in control? Do you want the courts, the state, the attorneys, anybody like that to get part of your assets when you pass? Okay, do you want to make it easier on your surviving family and not put them through the mandatory probate process? Do you want to have a plan or do you want to just get documents? Okay, so take the time to learn information. Don't ignore it. Stop playing kick the can. First thing, okay, 95% of people just keep kicking that can. Wait till they're 60, 65 and think, oh, I'm going to be healthy. But the reality is, guys, we all know that's not the truth. Okay, you just don't want to deal with it. You don't want to talk about it. Okay, so don't follow what we know or what we assume. Okay, most of the world still believes a will protects them, and I'm here to share with you it does not. It literally accomplishes the opposite of what anyone that just went and bought a will intended. They intended peace of mind, security, make it easier on their surviving family. A will, if you have assets, in Wisconsin it says assets that are eligible for probate that equal $50,000 or more, you're subject to probate. The reality is you're probably more like 150,000 and above. That's when they want you through probate. Okay, but there's different variables there. Okay, I teach that, I explain it. Okay, don't assume that everybody does. Not everybody, but the majority, the norm, the 95%. Okay, there are very, very few people, because we assume this, that ever have a proper estate plan in place to control everything and be prepared for anything, that unwanted life event that unfolds as life happens. Okay, we're not taught this. Okay, attorneys don't teach it. Financial people don't teach it, but what they do is sell documents, okay, and they don't even write them in plan form. So I'm here to tell you the norm, the system, is not set up to deliver that plan. So you want to learn more, you want to understand more, okay? Write down questions as things come up in your life, so you can identify and find answers to them, or when you see life event happens, okay? Again, don't blindly trust financial advisors. Don't blindly trust the majority of attorneys that are just producing cookie cutter documents. Financial people will say all you need is, attorneys will say all you need is, okay? That's not accurate, and that's not serving you, okay? Because you need to understand everything from front to end, including learning everything. What are your options? What do your options do for you? And then how do I affordably get those maintained and updated when things come? Okay, so you need somebody that's an expert, that's going to explain these things so you understand it and then go, this is what I need, this is what I would like, this is how I want to achieve my plan, peace of mind, and security, and make it easier on my family. Okay, and keep control of everything. Okay, so that's where I tell people only work with an expert that knows the information, cares, and is willing to take the time to make sure that you're educated and you properly understand it. Okay, and asks and goes through what are your wants, what are your needs, what are your full dynamics. Then talk through it. This way you can have your best decision, okay, that you get to make. Okay, not somebody recommending you or giving you a little bit of information and say all you need is, or you should do this, or this is what I recommend. Okay, help you understand a true plan to prepare and how. Okay, so if I just get cookie cutter documents, fill in the blank, which is most of what everything is out there, by a software program, if you're an attorney, fill in the blank, your paralegal does it, whatever. That's not writing and tying a true plan together. Okay, that's cookie cutter documents. It has to be written in a plan form, okay, not just fill in the blank. All right, somebody that has affordable, realistic, complete options. Not everybody needs the same thing, but once you have X amount of assets, you're going to want X amount of things in place. You're going to want it all tied together. You're going to want to have everything that you need and not miss anything or have any gaps in your plan. A will, a trust, power of attorney, advance directive, living wills, pour over wills, TODs, PODs. There's all of these different legal documents, but if it's just the document and not in a plan form, there's other variables that come in and affect things, and if it's not written properly or deep enough to take care or circumvent all of those things, then you have gaps. Okay, somebody that guarantees you an affordable way to update your plan as life changes or when laws change. This drives me nuts, and guys, this is why I do this and I'm passionate about it. Attorneys sell document, the majorities, and this is not me bashing attorneys, but this is the norm. This is what they've been allowed to do. They're not teaching estate planning. They're not providing end-to-end product and service. They're selling a product which is just the documents, and it's not even in a plan form. Okay, that's the majority. American Bar says over 90% are not qualified to do comprehensive estate planning, and you don't need to be an attorney to do comprehensive estate planning. Okay, you just need to understand it. You need a bachelor's degree. I've got that and more. Okay. Anyhow, my passion is helping people think through this, understand what's important. Okay, so you want to be able to think in advance. How am I going to update this when things change? Okay, so you get all the information. So you only want a product and a service. This makes it challenging because 95% of what's out there is just you going to an attorney and buying documents or doing it yourself, which I would never recommend. Or having a financial company that does your finances be partnered up with an attorney and they outsource your information to them and they do it. You're doing the same thing, you're just buying documents. Okay, they're not providing a service or guidance or anything as life unfolds. Okay, that's something that I do and I represent for people. There's a company that I represent, Legacy Assurance Plan. They've been around almost 40 years. They look at everything through estate planning and financial lenses, have the whole product and service end to end. Okay, for the same price or less than an attorney charges just for the documents. Okay, so I can help with this, but people need to understand what to look for and stop following the norm. Do the opposite of the norm. Okay, you want to look at, if you're going to go with a company or an attorney or somebody, you want to look at the company's reviews and track record. You want to make sure that you actually achieve a true plan, because the number one thing that people want is peace of mind and security. Okay? You're not going to get that just buying documents, and there's going to be all kinds of other things that you're going to want and need help with as life unfolds. For example, settlement services. That's something that we include in our plans, okay? And we're across 18 states. So this is a product and a service that they built many, many years ago that nobody else does, where they truly provide the education, allow me to provide it, the product and the service from top 10% estate planning attorneys for the same price as a normal attorney or what you can buy as documents, okay? And you get the full service. Guidance for life, benefits for life, okay? Settlement services, when, let's say you're married, your husband dies first. There's all kinds of things that need to be settled. Everybody's on their own, not with us. Okay, we actually help you and guide you through settling everything. Know what you need to settle, how you need to settle it, how to disperse things, all that stuff. Then when the second parent or spouse passes, whoever the trustee is, we help them settle everything out. When the final spouse dies, there's double. Okay, nobody helps with this. People need this. People need to understand in advance that that's going to happen. Okay, and it leaves people, not knowing what to do. It's frustrating. You already lost somebody. You're grieving. How people need to know how to accomplish this from end to end and have everything needed. And what the norm is people just waiting too long, not getting the information, not ever achieving the peace of mind and security, because what they did is they went and bought some expensive documents, and now what happens? Every day I run across people that talk to me. I have these documents, I need it updated, and the attorney said $500. That's only a sentence. Yesterday I had one for $1,000. I've had it all the way up to $2,000 to update a sentence in a plan, and people don't do it. Now they don't have a plan that's current. Okay? So guys, think about it. Don't kick the can anymore. Okay? You already waited too long. 100% of us wait too long. Okay? I learned as soon as I had $150,000 and a child, what if something would have happened to me? I got a divorce. Okay? What if something happened to me? My wife was out of the picture, gone. Okay? If I didn't have I should have had a plan. If something happened, if I flew on a business trip and died, I had nothing in place. Then my children go through what is a different type of probate, and the living probate for, in child court, where the judge, the system now takes control and decides everything. Okay? Same goes for if we get sick. Okay? A power of attorney isn't all you need. You need to understand deeper than that you need an advance directive, and it needs to be written properly. How you want to be taken care of if this happens. Do you want synthetic? I could go on and on, guys. The bottom line is, reach out to me. Let me help you understand. If you're watching this, you have access to me. At no cost, I will help you learn all of this. It's efficient, it's easy, it's complete, and I'll be able to offer you an affordable option to get everything that you need, eliminating any gaps. Anyhow, guys, I just wanted a quick message here today. Go through it with you. It's just important stuff, and I'm passionate to get it out there. So if you want to get a hold of me, and I'll warn you guys up front, I go by Estate Planning Wisconsin right now. I'm going to be changing my business name because I brand myself separate to Guaranteed Estate Planning. Okay? And you can see why. My email is going to change. My website name is going to change. So look for that stuff, and I'll let you know when it happens. But God bless. Reach out to me. You have access to me. I do this in 18 states. Okay? If you want to know what states are, message me. And I do it by Zoom. If you live in Wisconsin, where I'm at, I do in-home visits also, as long as it's not 5 hours away. Anyhow, God bless. Have a great day, guys. Reach out to me with questions.